April the 11th, ISCA world title on the line, a huge opportunity to really propel both of you onto the world stage. Danny, I'll start with you. What does this mean, this opportunity mean to you?
Yeah, it means everything. It came up a bit short notice for me as Leonie was supposed to be fighting. She pulled out due to injury, and straight away I just thought, yeah, I'm just gonna go for it because sometimes these opportunities don't come around, and I just thought, yeah, definitely.
And when you take a fight or you have opponents pull out and things change when you've got your mind set on what's next to you anyway, does that change the pressure in there as well, Danny? Because maybe you don't have so long to worry about a certain opponent or a certain fight date.
Um, I mean, for me personally, it wouldn't change anything because I think that, especially me, if you look at any of my fights, every time I've fought quite differently. So you can't really look into somebody too much. And I think that you prepare the same for every fight and you start your game plan really when you're actually in the ring.
And your opponent, Mia, who's also on this call, what do you make of her? This is number one versus number two. This is how it's meant to be. What do you know about Mia as an opponent?
I know she's obviously UK number two. She's tall, she's southpaw, technically good. Um, yeah, I think it's going to be. I think she's quite comfortable fighting either on the back foot or front foot. Um, yeah, she's going to be a good opponent for me, a good challenge, and yeah, I'm excited for it.
And Mia, good time to bring you in now then. Welcome to you as well. This kind of opportunity, like Danny said, they don't come around every single day. What does it mean to you?
Yeah, it means everything to me as well. Not even just the title, the level of opponent, I think matters more. Getting onto the world stage, showing that you belong up there with the best, really. Like you said, it's UK number one versus number two, so I think it's massive.
And this card, I mean, it's full of these kind of fights where it's top domestic operators fighting against each other. When you look at Danny as an opponent, where do you see her strengths and then possible ways for you to win the fight?
I think strengths is similar to myself. I think she can change her style. Like when I've seen her fight, it's kind of different every time. But I just see myself winning by however I want, really. I can change my style too. So just see how it goes on the night.
And you say however way you want to win. Does that mean that you've taken a look? How much film study have you done of Danny to see what she does and how you're going to counter that?
Not much, really. We don't really work based on an opponent. We just work for the fight. Like you say, anyone can come into any fight. You could study for a person and they come into the fight a completely different style. You just never know. I think you need to be able to adapt to what's in front of you on the night.
And Danny, Mia says she's prepared for any version of you. Whatever it takes to win, she's going to do it. What do you say to that?
I think fair play. I do think, I think, I'm a girl as well, and I'm very dedicated to the sport. I know she's been doing it since she's young too. So I have a lot of respect for the amount of time and the dedication that goes into it. And yeah, I think she works just as hard as me, and I think we've both got the skills there to put each other away, or it go the distance. But yeah, I think it's going to be a great fight. I'm really excited for it.
Two things then off the back of what you've just said. Firstly, what does it take to get yourself into this position? And secondly, you said whether it goes the distance or finishes early. What do you think happens in the fight?
I think you have to be a very strong, very strong-headed person. Fight camps are hard. I've done loads of them myself. I know how much it takes to get yourself through the weeks and the dieting. Um, but yeah, I see the fight being a really good fight, and yeah, I just think that I wouldn't take the fight unless I knew I could win, and I always go into fights with a winning mentality, or I just think, what's the point?
Mia, this is just down the road for you, right? This is quite local. Does that add something to the fight?
Yeah, it does for me. I love having a crowd there. It definitely makes you feel good. It means a lot to me that it's at home and a lot of family and friends can make it. It's great to have a lot of people there supporting you.
But me, if you're down in London, you might not take as many fans, but you're in a bit of a bubble there or in Thailand and there's not the pressure. Does it add some pressure having your fans there, being in the northwest of England?
I wouldn't say it adds pressure. It makes me more excited, makes me more buzzing for it, and love to show everyone what I can do and make everyone proud.
And we've got a couple other fights I do want to talk about on this card. We've got Jake Newman versus Liam Griffin and Louis Fairhurst against Alex Kenton. Danny, I'll start with you. What do you think about those fights? I mean, it's some, including your fight as well, it's some card they're making here at Combat Fight Series and Enigma.
Yeah, I think they're going to be both really wicked fights. I think having fights like that on these big cards, that's what people want to see, and people want to see domestic fights like me and Mia, number one versus number two. But yeah, I think either of them fights, it can go either way. You never know what's going to happen on the night. It only takes one shot, and that's it. So, but yeah, I think I'm looking forward to watching Jane too. I think it's going to be good fight, good girls fight. I like watching the girls.
And Mia, number one against number two. Who do you think has the most pressure? Who has the most to lose in this fight?
In terms of most to lose, I would say Danielle because that's the highest spot. Obviously, I'm going for that spot, but I have a lot of respect for her for defending it. I think a lot of people kind of get it and then maybe try and protect it. I think 1 versus 2, it's the best fight to make, really, and she's took it, so yeah.
Danny, do you agree? More to lose?
Um, uh, Potentially, yeah, but I'm very positive, and I think, like she says, I'm not, if I'm here to prove why I'm number one, and I'm not gonna just get the number one spot and then not fight for it, and let other people have a chance of getting it. But yeah, I'm confident that I'll continue to be number one.
Absolutely. And I think it is worth mentioning that, as you said, Mia, at a time where people are being criticised for not taking certain fights, I think if you are criticising others for not taking fights, you need to applaud fighters when they do either put their number one ranking on the line or do a number one against number two, because that's exactly how it should be. However, April the 11th, we are going to find out who takes that spot. Mia, give us your final prediction.
My final prediction is obviously that I will take the spot. Respectfully, I think if you're at this level and you don't think you're going to win, what's the point? Yeah.
Are you going to predict a round? Are you going to predict it going the distance? What do you think?
I won't predict a specific round, but like I've said, I think I've got an answer for every scenario. I've worked for everything, so I think whatever way it goes, I'll take the spot.
And Danielle, over to you. What's your prediction for the 11th?
I'm just gonna say and still, and I'm just gonna, yeah, just on the night. It's a surprise. Make sure you're watching because it's gonna be a wicked fight.